What is going on, YouTube? Patrick here. It's Wednesday. That means it's time for a What Sold video. Holy cow, you guys. It was a terrible week. Only 10 items sold last week with pretty much zero sales Saturday and Sunday, and Monday even with the holiday weekend. Hopefully, you guys got a holiday in. Yeah, yeah, they happen, especially this time of year, right? A lot of people spent all their money going into Christmas, don't have a lot of disposable income, selling a lot of things that at least I'm selling. So much harder this time of year to make a lot of profit. But there were 10 things, so let's take you through them real quick. All right, first up is a video game for the Xbox 360. This is Deadpool. This has been a consistent seller for a couple of years now, at least. Didn't pay too much, paid $2 for it, and it sold for, I think, $13.99 free shipping. After shipping is what I've got here, $10.41. So turned $2 into $10, a little bit more than $10. Not a bad little flip for a video game, that's for sure. Item 2 here is much more interesting, you guys, because this one I found at a thrift store pretty recently. Didn't know what it was. Took a quick look at it. Looked like it was selling for about $30, and they had $6.99 on it. I picked it up, priced it at $35, and it sold within a couple weeks, actually. So, like, honestly, super good flip here. Don't be afraid, right? That's kind of the thing. I know that some of the other YouTubers I've seen have said, don't be that reseller where you're scanning everything, looking up everything, comping everything. I figure if I've got the time and I don't know what it is, I don't want to buy things that I don't have a good understanding of, but I do want to buy things that are worth money. So I'm like, I don't mind taking a few minutes, comping stuff out on my phone before I go and check out, putting some stuff back. Like, that's just not a big deal to me. And I challenge you to do the same. Like, there's no real reason not to. Take the time, look it up. All right, turn this $7 item into $35. Like, I think that's a good solid flip. Item number 3, not a good flip at all. This one I did not comp, right? I had gone to one of those Amazon bin stores where there are returns. They want $1 for anything. So I bought a bunch of these vacuum bags. This was $1 and sold it for $14.99. Free shipping. Shipping was $12.30. So $2.70 after shipping. So $1.70 in profit. I don't think that's going to cover the fees, you guys. I don't think it's going to. So yeah, not a good flip at all. This is number 2 of 3 that I bought, and number 3 will be I did sell, so we'll get back to that one here in a second. Item number 4. This is a good flip, you guys. You can see the price there, $175. This one is the sale of the week. Amber actually informed me that this one actually is also
Amber's weird sale of the week.
I think that's pretty funny that the same item is both. She said I could also use one of the other items that sold this week as the weird one, but this was her gut instinct, this was the weird one. I didn't really press her for why, but it's probably just one of those where she's like, I did not expect that to be worth any money. I can't believe you sold it, and I can't believe you got $175 for it. We got this at Savers a couple of weeks ago, which is one of our local thrift stores. It was $7, right? So $7 into $175. Yeah, you can't beat that. I would have paid $20. I would have paid $30. For $175, I would have paid $50. I would have paid a lot more than $7 for this. It still would have been a good flip. And I mean, yeah, there's not much more to say here except this is one of those things where I'm like, it was brand new, it was sealed, it was $7. I did a really quick comp on eBay, but I knew I was going to be able to make money on this, even if it was only like $30, $40. I could not believe how much I sold it for. It was one of those things where once I found out that this one was worth as much as it was, I bought everything else in my cart and decided to go hog wild with everything and learn some stuff. So that was really fun. Item number 5 this week is another, I think, pretty interesting item, actually. This is a Honeywell security system keypad. Demco also apparently branded it. I don't know. I had bought this security system wall panel, right? The kind you put in your attic or maybe in like one of your utility rooms in your house, and that's where all of the wires to all the different connection points would go into for your security system. Or in the new age, it's all wireless, I think. But inside of it were two of these control pads, different models. But I was like, all right, they wanted actually only $1.99 for the entire set. I was like, I think I'm gonna be able to make money on this no matter what. And so of the 3 things, right, you got the control, the entire unit. Then there were these 2 pads. I was like, all right, This one going up for 35 and selling it for $32, like honestly pretty good, right? I listed for 35, took a best offer of 32 on it. So it's hard to really tell you how much I paid for this. Something like 75 cents, something like that, 66 cents. Another really good flip though. Item number 6, like I said, another of these Auric vacuum bags. This one was much better. Sold it for, again, $14.99 free shipping. Shipping cost $8.26, I think. So then after shipping, there was $6.75 left. I think I did the math right there. This is more what I expected it to be worth. I just kind of know how much priority mail is usually costing. It's usually about $7, $8 for these types of packages. So it was really hard when it was the first couple that I sold were off the beaten track and cost a lot more to ship them. It would have been really nice if they could have gone first class, but it was just a little too heavy. I did not expect that to be the case. I figured it would be about a pound and I could ship it for maybe $6 for first class. So what are you going to do? A learning experience there, like kind of reinforces my comp everything attitude. Item number 7, another video game for the Xbox 360. This one's Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Most of this series is something you could pick up and flip for a reasonable price. This is one of those where if you had multiples, you could put them in the whole series and sell them as a bundle and do pretty well. I think I got this at the same time as the other video game in this, so I paid $2 for it. This one sold for $10.99 free shipping, so it ended up being $8.57 after shipping. Item number 8, this was not a failure, but just wasn't the success I was hoping for. I had picked this up at a garage sale in the fall with a bunch of games that were commons, we'll call them. Paid, I think, $30, maybe $40 for everything. And so I put $20 on this as the part of the bundle that I assigned to this for the cost. And I figured these systems were selling for like $50 to $75, something like that. So I figured I could do pretty well with just the system. And then bundling it, maybe I can get 100 to 150 with a couple controllers and a memory card. Well, of course, I go to test it and it's not reading discs. So I tried to clean it. I tried all the tricks, right? I've done a lot of these over the years, done a lot of research, repaired a few of them even. And to me, at least, it's just not worth the repair effort that you have to go through to do it. So I usually just list these on as parts and get them out of the house. So listed it for $29.99 free shipping, which it sold for after shipping $21.27. So no profit on this, just going to break even, maybe even lose a little bit of money on the fees. Item number 9, solid flip. This one was a Franklin Library. It was 4 plays by Bernard Shaw. Definitely on the lookout list, right? This one is one of those things where I'm like, yeah, you will find these eventually and you can sell them. They're a little bit long tail, but they're books, so they don't take up a lot of room. There's no moving parts. You can pretty much put them into a bin and forget about them. And they're a little heavy, right? These are bigger books and they're leather bound, so like definitely going to have some weight to them. But super easy to list, super easy to ship. I paid $1.99 for this one. I think it may have been even just $2. And I took a best offer of $12.50 on my listing that was at $15. I think I picked up 6 of these all at once, also for $2. So this will make me at the break-even point. Every one of the rest of them now will be 100% profit. So pretty sweet right there. Item number 10, this was the alternate weird sale of the week from Amber. This is a Scrabble sentence cube game. We found this at her mom's house when we were clearing it out. Her mom's house, her dad's mom's house. There we go. We were helping them clear out the house. There was tons of stuff in it, a bunch of old board games, a bunch of all sorts of stuff. And we just grabbed everything we could think of that was easy and we thought might have some value. There was actually like so much stuff that we ended up having an estate sale and we sold a bunch of stuff. There was just too much, guys. There was so much stuff in this house. It was interesting to be on the other side of the estate sale, to be honest, and see what a lot of people have to go through. And we didn't hire a company. We just did it all ourselves. So we put in a little bit of work to help out our parents with this. It ended up selling for $19.99 free shipping. After shipping, it was $9, about 35 cents. Not going to be a huge seller, but always nice to sell something in the $10 range. So there was zero cost for this. The way I do it, though, is I split the profits, right? So it's a 40, 40, 20. 40% to me, 40% to the person who gave it to me, and then 20% is going to be set aside for fees and shipping supplies and that kind of thing. So about $375 is going to go to me, and about $375 is going to go to them. So yeah, thank you, Benny. So that's going to do it. Like I said, 10 items this week gave me a little bit of a chance to ramble on in a few places in this video, which is fun. Hopefully some good advice for you guys. Total sales, $313. I really was expecting after I sold that fax machine that I would hit $400 or $500 last week, and then sales just quit. Hate that, right? Just hate that. This week has been very similar, really slow sales. Nothing yesterday or Monday, and then all of a sudden today, so far I've had 4 sales. So just keep the faith, right? Sales will come back. We'll start to get into the summer. People say it's the summer slowdown, but I end up selling a little bit better in like the spring and the summer, and then of course the fall is amazing, right? Let's see here. I did list 25 items last week, so I really like to see that. But with only 10 sold, that really defeats my my theory of whatever you list, you're going to sell, or at least numbers wise. So maybe in a couple weeks we'll get back up to selling 20 to 30 items a week. I hope so, at least. Fees were, let's see here, about $50 is what my estimate was. And then cost of goods sold ended up being about $73. So not going to be like the best in the world, anything like that. I spent about 10 hours last week working on reselling. So if you take out the cost of goods sold and the fees, it's going to be about $20 an hour in profit, which isn't bad. My goal is $30 an hour, so a little bit below that. Still going to try and get a 2021 year in review done to see if I hit my goal in 2021 or not. But yeah, so take a look for that. Hopefully I'll have a chance later this week. I've gotten a little bit ahead on work, so hopefully I'll be able to get back to that. So that is going to do it this week, you guys. If you've enjoyed this video, please do smash that like button. And if you're interested in more content like this, I also do live garage sailing and live thrift storing, something like that. All that kind of stuff. If you're interested in that, please do think about subscribing at least. If you're here just to watch, that's okay too. I do like to have viewers at least, so that's always nice. Once again, my name is Patrick, and thank you very much.